There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48. Built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 50, green. Ready?
Love, they go play action now. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to get forward for a couple before he is banged down hard at the end. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, go!
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Come back, team. Come back. Come on. Come on. 18. 5 in.
Once again, it's Genty. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play 1 from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And that's been an Achilles heel for them all season long, being able to play against the run, being able to slow teams down. But it's not just that. When you give up big chunks of yardage in the running game, it also opens up the passing options for the team you're playing as well. So typically, when you don't play the run well, you're getting hit in all phases.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Cadet, Dragon 60, Panther 60, 79 Broncos.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ashton Genty, 29 yards. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Here we go.
Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
19 light, 18 Cardinals.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits gets him in stride. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down at the 38-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Second down.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
His kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Ready up. Let's ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Okay, ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Come on, ready.
Love from the gun on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Packers at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ready, set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Let's go. Hop 70, hop 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Robert, 18. Hop.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get up.
A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
65, Bronco 80.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's brought in by Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Cowboy 8, Panther 11, Panther 11. Chuck 60, Chuck 79 Broncos. Ready,
Again, he'll drop the throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
A run straight ahead with Genty. Oh, shifts past him. Touchdown, Falcons. Ashton Genty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Gets around him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10. And they're on 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 37.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play out.
And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Down. Ready?
Going back to Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending?
I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
In 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. There he goes again. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Okay.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Second and 10.
Ready.
Up the middle, it's Genty. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Let's go now.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. He'll drop to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. James Pierce just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Let's set.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Here's second and 8. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Ready.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The 34-yard line.
Ready. Panther 6, go.
On play action, they'll throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
18, pioneer.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hold the ready.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go, Reed, go.
Now a handoff to Genty. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block to have something to work on.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's going to have the Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set, fury, yellow, blue, 32, set.
Throwing, Love. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the give, Genty. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A gain of 15. First down, Falcons.
Ready, set. Here we go, set. 70, Cougar 19.
Right back to Genty on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down.
Set. Crack all 80. Reload.
They'll go again with Genty. Inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try to run for it with Genty. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
2nd and 1. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts
8 yards
as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 40 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. 16 yards.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
At the 16-yard line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.